What's good? I know I'm making a video game video for once. It's actually a Bis List for Rep Paladins. And the only reason I'm even doing it is because the WoW community's just lacking. We got one person, Sarth. He's already made a Bis List for DKs. Rep Paladins are supposed to be super popular, and yet no one's making a video about it. So I spent most of the morning today just working on the Sims and seeing which works and making my own Bis List, and this is what I came up with. Now, for those of you that don't know, just looking at this, there's no tier pieces. Tier pieces suck, apparently. When I was calculating, the highest I could get the tier pieces on the Sims DPS meter to go was about 8,300, and that was with the 2-piece. And to put that in perspective, I could get the tier 7 pieces to get up to 8,000. So it really shows you like how when tier just kind of falls off, it lowers the DPS. And plus, it's super hard to compete with these 252 pieces that are coming out from Ulduar. This just like 232 pieces doesn't even matter if your tier set's like not that good. If it's okay, it's still not going to compete 20 item level up. So let's get right into this. We got our first piece. It's going to be the Warhelm of the Champion. This is going to be dropped off Heroic Thorium. So yeah, it's a really good helm. Phenomenal helm. Next, we got our Agility Necklace. This is a 252 weapon. This comes off of General Vazax. This is the Pendulum of Infinity. Just gives really good stats. You'll find out that you don't really want a lot of the hit gear here that you would if you were having tier pieces, just because you get so many from some of the 252 pieces that it's just, you don't need it. Next, we got these leather shoulders. We are specifically going to be wearing a ton of leather and a ton of mail, so just you're going to be rolling against hunters and rogues. All right, so we got shoulder plates of the Intruder. These ones are super good. They give it a lot of expertise. They're from Steelbreaker 25-man Heroic. Really good shoulders. Look pretty cool too. So, yeah. Next, we got the Drape of the Skyborn. This apparently comes off of, it's like an achievement or something. I couldn't find where this dropped. But it does come off of 25-man Heroic. I just don't know where specifically. It wasn't showing me. And my Atlas loot also didn't have it updated. So let's go over to the next one. We got Embrace of the Gladiator. This, again, Heroic Thorium piece. He drops a couple pieces we need. So, yeah, get prepared to be rolling against some rogues, I guess. Next, we got our wrist armbands of Bedlam. These are extraordinarily good. The other ones, I believe, give hit. And once again, you don't need a ton of hit because so many of the gear just gives massive amounts of it. This is actually better than the agility one. Next, and this is going to be very odd because some people had the spear for best in slot. It is actually Vuldredeth, the Dark Blade of Oblivion. This is actually better because, once again, if you are not using the tier pieces, the hit that drops off, or that has the stat off of the polearm, is actually quite worthless. And armor penetration, while not our favorite stat, is better for us. And this weapon's also slower, so it's pretty good for, corruption stacks. You're going to do a lot more damage. You want a little bit slower weapon. Next, we got our relics. It's going to be PvP time. Again, we got to obviously do this. Your Crusader Strike ability also grants you 152 attack power. You will go down like close to 100 DPS if you're using the Divine Storm one as well. So you got it. You got to start PvP in Paladins. We got to PvP. We need it. I think eventually in TOC, there's going to be a relic that procs for strength, but I don't know if that's still better because this is perpetually up. These things are just phenomenal for DPS. All right, next one is going to be our first mail piece. We got the Gloves of the Steady Hand. This is going to be off of XT. Also, by the way, I forgot to mention this. Is going to be off General Vazax. The weapon's going to be off General Vazax. But yeah, this is just phenomenal hands. Give hit, a ton of damage. The only other comparable hand is going to be 239, and it just blows it out of the water with DPS by like 80 or something. So just phenomenal hands. Plus, yeah, they give intellect, I guess, if you're for some reason doing a bad rotation, and yeah, it gives you a little bit of wiggle room, I guess, with that. All right, next we got our belt, and this is actually going to be our first 10-man heroic piece. This actually tests better than the 25-man heroic pieces because it doesn't give hit. It's just giving you all the stats you need, and it's phenomenal. Phenomenal belt. Gives you expertise, attack power, and the 3 red gem slots that give you 12 attack power. Just really, really good. Next is going to be every plate wears DPS best in slot. This is just phenomenal legs. This is on the slot even when I was looking at the tier set Bis List. These legs are plated leggings of Ruination. Phenomenal, just great legs. I don't know what else to say. Phenomenal. Anyways, we got the next piece, 252, Agalon the Observer. Also, these are off Flame Leviathan Heroic. So, Agalon the Observer boots, just great boots. And next we got the Steelbreaker 10-man Heroic. So, there's a couple pieces off 10-man. There's about, let's see, just 2 pieces off a 10-man Heroic that you're going to need to run for the ring and then for the belt. As for the next one, it's going to be off Yogg. This is everyone's best ring if you're plate DPS. It's just great. Next is going to be Comet's Trial off of Agalon the Observer. Every melee DPS is going to be rolling for this. So this is highly contested. The other trinket is going to be the hit one, but you don't really need that because you just get so much hit from all these pieces. So yeah, last thing, obviously, Darkwind Card Greatness. Phenomenal trinket. You should have bought it earlier for phase 1, but if you don't, it's kind of low price right now. At least on Sky Fury, it's around like 5K right now, so it's not too bad. You can farm it out in a little bit of Botanica or Charizard if you're doing that on a prop paladin. And yes, that is the Bis List. This list actually performed substantially higher than the other DPS. It was doing about 200 to 300 more than when I was utilizing like tier pieces or when I was, just changing up gear and everything. This is the optimized version. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe. I probably won't be making more WoW videos, but if you kind of like this, then maybe you like my political stuff. Anyways, that's the video. Peace out.